5862 on AMD is where we can start to take advantage of some of that empty space. I would play this mostly on the hourly because that's where it's going to be easiest to identify. 163 is your target. Look how, oh my god, that's juicy. Look at this. Delicious. Delicious, right? Look at the wick. Delicious. Look at that. That's profit. There's money there. You just got to be smart. Can you play Bubba Sparks? What the hell is that, dude? I'm going to play, let's play Mozart Goes Hard. Right? Classical music that goes hard? Nah, never mind. We could play, let's see. What is it? Where did it go? There you go. Fuck it. Alright, I can't find it. Alright. What the Sigma? You don't know Bubba Sparks? I've heard of it. I'll play Japanese music right now. Don't fucking tempt me. I'll play it right now. Alright. Alright, CLSK. That's the first one I saw. Keep spamming the chat, dude. Look at everybody's in here. Now, this one, oh, add it. Add it. Everybody get your fucking handy dandy goddamn notebooks out right now. Find it. Find a piece of paper. If you have a cat or a dog that has no hair, write it on its back. Hold on 1 second. That's only if you don't have. That's a good one. That's a juicy one. Why is it? Can anybody tell me? Craig. Can anybody tell me why this is a good setup? Why is this a good setup? Can anybody make me feel good? I just want to feel good. Punch back through cost space into empty space. Jude Chamberlain! Whee! Oh my god, dude. Exactly. That's right. Hold on. Why can't I write? Okay, there we go. CLSK. Punch back through empty space. Now, do we need to get all antsy about it quite yet? No, we don't. Right? What we need to do is identify a lower time frame wall that we're above. Now look at that. Looky, looky. See the wall right there? It's called attention to detail right there. See right there? So we're going to want to hold this floor at minimum, but we're going to move down one more time. Now, box, cost basis, 1081, punch down, and this play would be invalidated, and a gap fill underneath would be triggered. 24-hour time frame, again, we want to see a candle push outside of 11, or basically $12, right? That is cost basis. The target being 15 buckaroonies. Now, I think it's worth possibly taking runners into 1750. Potter, I'm having trouble drawing the boxes. Can you go over them? Bart, can you give me an example? What is it that you're having trouble with? I'll try to elaborate. From the faucet, doomed to follow in the boom, doomed to die young, addicted to dried plum. All right, so we have and this one's, I think, easier to identify, and hopefully show me how to get to the 24-hour chart, babe. All right, Logan, taking things a little bit too fast, man. A little too fast. All right, so let's take a look at the 4-hour. How are we identifying? I'm going to try to explain this a little bit more in depth. Do you see the taps? Tap, 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 right? See the tap today? That's 580 on the diddly dot, right? So if a candle opens underneath that in seller's control, then I expect, yes, further move down, a further move down. like for CLSK, what bars to encapsulate? Let me see what you got. So on this one, and I might be a little bit high on my cost basis there, I'm going to go with points of contact, right? Where do we touch the most, right? We want a sensual trend line, something we can touch. You see this? 1, 2, that's 1285. That's my bottom, or my top, right? Here's my bottom. Do you see the candle closes all along this floor? Do you see how it splits this box in half? Basically, this is a lower time frame box that uses this floor as cost basis, which adds to the trigger, which is why you kind of shot up in there. But it is also worth saying, yet like the chat is telling you right now, you need to make sure that you do have all of your data, ARCA, NYSE, and you need to also have the 24-hour activated. If you do know, does anybody in here not know how to activate the 24-hour? Trip, yeah, stove, gone, trip, strong, or the back, maybe. You do not. All right, you ready? You do have to pay for it. Not for me, but... Alright, so you're going to go see this little tiny fucker right here? Right there on my mouse. You see that shit? Right, we're going to touch that. You ready? Add custom interval. Days or hours. 24. Right? So that's it. That's how you do it. And then you need to make sure 24-hour changed my life. Straight up, dude. Literally changed my life. Go down there and make sure that that says extended hours. The data matters. If I'm gone, don't trip. Strong. Ooh, excuse me. Tesla calls her puts for earnings. Hidden camper. I love it, dude. Comical relief. There we go. But you have to mention that after a move, volume moves. So what bars should we exclude? But you have mentioned that after a move, volume moves. After a move, volume moves. So what bars should we exclude? Wherever it's not touched the most. This is probably Bart. Are you in the Discord? Oh, Geo, I would go somewhere else, man. I know you've been conned by a lot of other people, dude, but you might have landed somewhere different here. Nike outlook for tomorrow. Let's take a look at it. I wear a lot of Nike shit, man. We hammered this, and I pretty much left this alone. We're gonna delete everything, right? So, do I see a good setup on Nike going into earnings? Right out the rip, not anything crazy, but let's not shoot this down yet. Let's assume that this is a channel. Oh, seeing a little bit of confluence there, right? We're going to raise that channel up because this could just be an extension. Assuming, and this is a large assumption, right? That channel, look at this. Oh, god damn. Floor 89.61. Huge rejection off of that floor, right? Then you move down and we identify the bottom of this green candle, and we're kind of bouncing already as we move to it, right? So this is where the 24-hour is going to come in handy. We're going to box it up. We're going to candle close it right here. We're going to move down to the 4-hour now. So do you see how I get a little bit more detail here? So a little bit less easy to identify here. And this is something that I want you guys to keep in mind. If you are having trouble, right? Hold on one second. That's distracting us all. If you're where the fuck are we at here? Come on. There we go. If you're having trouble identifying a box, right? Yes, you need to have extended hours on. If you're having trouble identifying a box or structure and it just looks like this, move down, right? Now I can at least identify some candle closes, right? Right here. And that's 80, looks like 83.65, right? And then I have a floor underneath that's at 80.17. So right now Nike is a kind of like a no touchy, but it does present some empty space up to, and again, if we were to shoot over 89.21 on earnings, it would displace a lot of sellers, and I could see this thing start moving up. Hold on, let's see. Right here, 93, right? I would look for a punch up above 95.50, and this is where the play really dissipates. The only thing that really is attractive is this. So I would be, if I'm playing Nike, I'm trying to play for a punch here, a move there to 102.50, and a move all the way up into the 120s. So I think I need some stuff that's a little bit less lyrical right now. Let's see. Hey. All right. Isaiah Rashad a little hard for the TikTok algorithm. Let's see here. Price target for WBA. I'd like to see 1250s. How long do your trades usually take? I take them typically at the end of the day. So let me give you an example. This is the last 1,000% trade that we just took. And it took a total of 3 days. So Friday, I enjoyed my weekend. Monday, I just let the money run. And then today, I took profit on pretty much all of that trade. So, I mean, it could be a day. It could be 1 day. It all depends on how long it takes to fill that empty space. But, so when did I enter? Friday at 11:06. I swing trade options. I have trouble holding my winners. What? Oh really? That's crazy, dude. So typically, these are really good questions. So, how far out are your contracts? My contracts are, if you're talking about strike price, I typically go with target-based strikes. So that means if I have empty space, so I'll show you a little bit, if you want to see some of the successful trades that we've had, I'll show you really quickly, and I can show you where, you know, obviously this target-based method, here's a couple of good ones, right? So here's that A&F trade, obviously. Here's MU, right? MU opening outside of the, I think it was that $94 box, right? We were targeting the floor of 104. So I believe that we took 105s and 104s. And because of the empty space, right? And that's really the most important factor here. Because of the empty space, we will take contracts that typically expire, and it depends on the day. But if it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll take it for that week. Because we know, and this is again the burden of knowing how the market works. When you have empty space, right? And we measured that Nike hit the 50% mark from here to here, right? And that was a solid target. It did fill up all of its empty space, as you can see, but that was a much larger gap. So it obviously got exhausted and had to regroup. But this took a total of 1, 2, 3, and then you pretty much went sideways from there. So I would say like an average of 3 days, and then sometimes certain trades will have an array of triggers above us or structure that we have to break through. The more structure we have to break through, the longer my expirations will be. I am not in Nike, no. Would you consider the empty space technically being a breakout strategy? Not necessarily, because I mean, I guess if you're looking at it from a consolidation perspective, it could be a breakout. If you're looking at it from a punchback perspective, not necessarily, because we are taking it a lot of the times at cost basis on the recovery of the floor, and outside of that control point. Have you ever choked my chickens? Admittedly, no. Okay, so you use the box to see where space gets filled. So I use the box as a way to set a stop loss. So let's take a look at the snow trade I took, right? Do you see the consolidation right here? After a certain period of time, I look for a candle close up against, right? No resistance, not a ton of wickage, but I look for a candle close up against or outside of it. Now on the 24-hour, you'll see this little consolidation right here. That is a box on a lower time frame, which allowed you to take this into that empty space. And what this allows me to do is basically set a stop loss on something that is mechanical. That way, like if you have a Walgreens, right, which didn't really do great, and in terms of, getting all the way, being a great earnings trade, it still did what it was supposed to. This is what my analysis stated. This is what I expected to happen. But for Walgreens, right, had this pulled back underneath, or yeah, basically underneath 930, the top of this box where we took this in, then I would know that it's time to get out. So when will Cade provide education? He's got to quit. Never mind. I was gonna get banned. Playing system move down right now. All right. What do we got next? What is my where is my most ideal entry point most of the time? The floor, or if anything, like on WBA, had this not been an earnings trade, it would be a lower time frame in the box trigger like this. And it's funny, if you look at the earnings trade, it comes off of 915, but that box right there, if I can get that box, knowing that that box would be the catalyst to get me out of this range, then I would like that. That would allow me to have a stop loss that's within the actual box. So if we come back down and start falling in it, I have a chance to get out with a better average. Alta. Oh shit. So you did wick up into that space. Let's go to the 4-hour. Oh, come on. Okay, so back to the theory. Listen, if the Potter box in itself is an incredible piece of, technical analysis, but if you didn't want to learn that shit, I would say just find anything that looks like this. And this is one of the highlights of being able to catch these 1000% trades. I'm giving you the game right now. Right now, this is the straight up the game. Because it is a mechanical feature of the market. It just keeps happening to the point where it's undeniable, and other people share this sentiment with me. Look where you wick off of. That empty space fills. Look how it fills. Shoots off a cost basis, explodes through that empty space, and you do not do what? Chat, what do you need to do whenever you move really quickly up? We talked about this on the Q short today, right? What do you need to do? What is the objective when you move up that quickly? Shut up, Robert. Robert's trading. That's fucking hilarious. So yes, keep pushing, but what else do we do? If we can't keep pushing, what do we need to rock climber, right? we need to grab hold. So a candle close up against or on top of that 395.45, that candle right there, that green candle to my left, and that would secure us a potential new. Exactly. We want to grab that ledge. Exactly. So we didn't do that. And we left. What did we leave underneath us? How? So, oh my God, dude. It's so fucking exciting. I love teaching this shit. This is one of the coolest things about being alive right now for me. Is being able to teach this shit. And just knowing that it's not a load of crap. It's just the mechanics, right? Empty space back underneath, right? Empty space back underneath. That's why we fall back down. Once you grab, and then look, even on a lower time frame, you get a signal. People ask me for signals. I'm trying to help you learn how to give them. You could learn this strategy and become a fucking guru. You'd be a good one though. An ethical guru. But 376.25, floor lost. And then you do get a bounce, right? Right around that 372. So it's all in the chart, guys. No indicators needed. But looking at this going forward, right? You did get pulled underneath the level that sellers are in control of. And unfortunately, you left empty space down here below as well. Down here to that box, I'd be looking at a 362.70 target with a punch down underneath those wicks. 366.50. This is being recorded, yes. I am recording this. Yep. Mic check, yeah. I'm slow as hell. Listen, it's all right. Don't let whatever it is, like if you, this is a lot of information. Don't let your previous experiences with teachers discourage you, or you feel bad because you're not getting it overnight. Chill out. All right, trust this process. I don't think there's anybody who can't learn. At least it's the technicals are, in my opinion, are pretty easy, right? It takes time, but it's then relaxing and then taking these trades, understanding how to move within the system, right? It's not rocket science. Most of it is just patience, and most people don't have that. All right, keeping it moving. We've got, I swear to God, I've done Celsius. What else haven't we done, dude? What sectors are we not in? I feel like we're repeating. So as you can see, I've already done analysis on this one. You are in range with a floor of 32.50. So if you lose it, we can expect a leg down. And with a ceiling, which is today's high, yesterday's high, and Thursday's high, which is 35.50, which is where at least some sort of break needs to happen. 35 motherfucking 50. So if you're watching Celsius, that is what has to be accomplished over here, identifying that sell level. We came back and we retested it, which means we've extracted the volume out of that level, right, or out of that floor, and it's been unable to break that ceiling. So if that stays true, you could expect that second retest to potentially break, and we flush down, and we're back down at the floor. Okay? Okay. Video games. I do want to play that zombie game right now. I'm fighting the inner child in me right now. Doing something productive. Toast has a little bit of a lower high. This could create a channel to the downside. 24. Let's go to the weekly though, before we get all zesty. All right, now again, speaking to the strategy, we have so when you come up upon resistance, are you getting pushed back down in a way that's really impactful? And I would say no, at least on the weekly time frame, and the week's not over. You are green up against seller's wall. 24-hour time frame, you again have that lower high, and so while that's not going to be the signal, that just gives you confirmation that that lower high would be broken. We're going to delete all of this and get down to the basics, which is a candle open above today's high of 29.07, 4-hour. We're going to look at, because again, if that happened, that candle open doesn't happen, now we need to move to the 4-hour. and that's 29.40. What the fuck are we listening to? I don't like it. And that's about it. Except for the fact that you are sitting and bouncing off of cost basis. So underneath 27.81, you could come back down. Cool. All right. Can you explain the difference between using different time frames? Yes. So we know that the market is a fractal of itself, right? Each level, each setup, right? You would use most people would use a bull flag on the 5 minute as they would the daily, right? We don't use any patterns, but that's just as an example. We expect the same things that work out on a lower time frame to work out on a higher time frame. So with that theory in mind, right, and using my strategy, we know that higher time frame setups result in bigger moves, which result in bigger trades and better returns. So moving from the weekly time frame and identifying empty space and clear targets on that time frame, or at least starting there and finding the parameters, right? So for example, on Toast, I can make clear guidelines, right, or clear guardrails, if you will, around this. So underneath us, I know that a candle close underneath 27.40 would be bearish. That would put control back in the seller's ball. There's empty space within this. You guys are going to learn to highlight this. Do you see how you rip out of that consolidation? It still counts. So if you're under here, you fill here, you move there. If, since we're sitting up against this, obviously we're able to push out, right? We're looking to our left. Now this is all on the weekly, so we want to keep it simple. We don't want to overcomplicate it. Higher time frames, we should be able to come to simple conclusions. So what we can come to the conclusion is that is the target up above us at 33.60 to fill that empty space. There are two wicks coming off of right around the same mark at 30.60. These are going to serve as two targets up above us. There's 30.60 and 33.50. Right? So we've identified that on the weekly. Now we move to the 24-hour time frame. How do we get into that trade? So if we've identified a good trade on the weekly, we now need to move down to the 24 hours so that we can map out how or what needs to happen in order for this trade to work. I can come to the clear conclusion. Wick, body, body, wick. If we open outside of $29 on the 24 hour or on the 4 hour above this candle close of 29.36, if it's a push up and close against it, or if it's, and hopefully that's the case, but if you were to gap up, you would be looking for that pullback bounce and a move up and out to that target. Right? So that was the conclusion there. But let's say this starts happening during the day. So we move down into lower time frames because, again, the setups that we've identified on higher time frames are still true on lower time frames. So we can map out the mechanics of this trade. So as you can see right here at $29, look at the box right here, wick, body, bodies, right? We hit cost basis today, so above today's high at exactly $29. Candle close hourly time frame or above it hourly time frame, that would trigger the cost basis. Says if you have an area of consolidation and you close a candle or push a candle outside of the 50% mark, you will make a new high outside of that range that you've identified. So we use the higher time frame to identify really good setups. For example, ANF. Amazing trade. I just made over 1,000% on this trade, on one the shorter price strikes. The further out price strikes got up to around 700 or 800%. I go to the 24-hour. Here's the simple part of this analysis. I have a box up above. I've got empty space here, right? Then I move down to the 4-hour. Now I can clearly identify the walls that we are currently trading within, right? I know I need to be above 146.62. 2-hour, the same thing, right? But while we're inside of the box, because this is Friday, this is right around where I took my trade, folks. Right around here. Why? We left the box. How do I identify the box? Candle open, candle wick. So I use the lower time frames to get in to certain trades, right? And set stop losses that make me feel confident knowing they are mechanical, right? So let's go ahead and say that you don't take it there, but you find, so even better, right? We see a box. It's hard to believe at first, but again, you'll go and back test this and you'll be like, holy crap, this shit does not fail. The 50% is hit right here. You can set a stop loss on the top of those candles. Pre-market doesn't matter. 146.43. So if we come back down, say we gapped up here, pulled back, you're going to bounce there. This will give you a chance to get out of your trade. Vance Retail, take any trades today? Yeah, we mostly took profit on some trades today, but we did hit a QQQ trade, and I'll explain that one really, really quickly, because if you know how to count to 3, anybody in here know how to count to 3? I do. I've been studying Sesame Street now for years. Finally getting some of those basic concepts. But we've got 1, 2, 3. Typically in a wave theory, which is a theory that I've integrated into my strategy, you're maxed out, right? Now we can count the same thing here as we come back down and retest. 1, 2, 3. And on a lower time frame, we also can identify, oh my God, I'm a nut. Empty space. Now, I don't know whether or not I have this clip, but as you can see from the percentages that we were posting from this trade, right over here, look at these percentages. 850%, 1500% trade. And really quickly, if you're just tuning into my channel, I'm not showing you these gains so that you think that you can come into my Discord and just take signals. I've built a pretty comprehensive system that I'm giving to you that you can just quite simply use on your own. You are completely capable, and if anybody's ever made you feel that you're not, that's whack as fuck. You are capable of doing this on your own. These dudes are not any smarter than you. And this strategy is a pretty straightforward way to trade the market and get pretty fucking fire returns, right? And they're consistent. I'm not just showing you today. This is on every single trade that we take. The percentages speak for themselves. And half of these trades I didn't take AMD 550%. I don't ever trade IWM 618%. Right? I did take Schwab. I took Snow. Right? CrowdStrike, nope. Right? CMG, Snow. These percentages are consistent. So Vance Retail, man, the Potterbox Workshop, dude. I gave you Snow. Maz, are you trolling? I swear to God, dude. Bro, I was in special ed classes. I'm one of the top students of the Potterbox. Maz, I knew you were joking, bro. I swear to God. I gave him A and F. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are hilarious. Is 3 only on the hourly? No, this is universal. Let me give you an example of another 1000% trade that we took a couple of weeks back. Same concept, folks. And I'm gonna, oh my God, I'm about to twerk. You guys ready? This is financial twerking at its finest. Prepare yourselves. Box. And then there's a story to tell. Hold on, we're gonna pipe down on some of this. We need to go to some instrumental shit for a second. I do like this kind of like gospel music though. It's pretty fire. All right, so this is a beautiful. If you guys are on my live right now, if you guys could tap your screen, I would appreciate that greatly. So let's map this out, right? Nike. 1, 2, 2, 2, right? 3. Now hold on. We're gonna pause right there. So let's think about this from the seller's perspective. You're shorting, right? And whether you're shorting here or especially if you're shorting at the floor, because I gave an example today. If you don't see it now, let me show you what this would look like, right? 1 second. At one point in time during the day, it looked like that. A massive, big, fat red candle driving what? A 24-hour break of a floor. You've got sellers diving in. Think about what it does to a seller to pull that back up. Here's my floor, and give control back to, everybody wants to talk about computers controlling the market. Sure, you're right. They're here, and they're here, and they have orders set. And when those orders or that candle closes on that floor, those orders are available. Buyers have control. And then you look, sellers double down 2 days in a row. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? Short squeezes don't happen just on the 24 on GameStop. They happen on every single stock everywhere, right? Now we move down to the 4 hour, because why do we do lower and higher time frame analysis? Because the market's a fractal of itself. Look at the box. This box could help you get in. You have a stop loss available here at 76 and entry. You have a stop loss here at 77, because when people ask me, am I chasing? Can you find a reasonable stop loss? Yes. Then you use that. Anyway, so there's a good example. I gave you Tiger and you know Takey. You can take these, dude. All right. I have slight autism, and Potter explains it perfectly. Well, I am I am the spectrum. One day when I can find my ADHD testing like form, I'll show you guys it. It's pretty crazy. I know you're lost. If you are new here, there's going to be some people who scroll away because it's intimidating. If you stick around, give it time. There are people in here, guys, who are just like you, plumbers, fucking, you know, professors, to fucking linemen, to, you know, army dudes, you know, you name it, they're in here. We got a spectrum of individuals. We have Cade, all right? Cade, I don't even know what he does. He steals rings from high school students and dresses his chickens up in different outfits. I really don't know. Nobody actually really knows what that guy does, but he does it. We have Cade. How low of a time frame do you have to go to enter a trade? So I'm going to give you guys a really quick tip. I prefer to take my trades at the end of the day because the 24-hour candle serves as the signal, right? This way, if I take it at the end of the day, right before the bell rings, I avoid everything. And anybody in this chat, throw me a thumbs up if you've bought a $5 or $6 contract at night and sold it to some scalping dorks for $200 to $300 the next morning, without having to enter, without having to stress, without having to freak out about nothing. And so that's the form of trading, you know, that we try to capture, because we don't want to stress out about trying to get in and to, you know, all this stuff that makes people lose. We put that on autopilot, man, and we wait for the higher time frame to signal. If it's taking off during the middle of the day, all right. If it's so obvious that I can't stand myself and I see it on a lower time frame, because guess what? If I saw this and you said this is the 24-hour time frame and the candle closed up against that 496, we're going short. We're swinging short. This just happened to be on the hourly time frame, and we caught 1,000%. It literally happened within what, 5? Those of you guys who were with me, within 5 minutes. 5 minutes of us taking that trade. So it's one of those things where, you know, setup looks good, take setup. Have setup, will travel. Losing my train of thought here. Did that with SoFi this weekend. Amazing. What if I can't sit on my hands? I don't know. Stuff your hands in your pants, dude. All right, what do we have next? Anybody have any questions, any requests? Anybody want me to take a look at anything? Do you have anything with empty space? Give me your empty space. Ari. Anytime somebody says Ari, I always think of the way that Hagrid says, hold on. Hold on. The boy who lived. Oh, get your handy dandy motherfucking notebooks out. Uh-oh. I've got a financial erection. We're banned. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Harry Potter. All right. So we got everything, right? We got everything. We might have a little bumper right here around 790, but it is 864. Now I really don't, whatever. Stocks that are this low price and moved this slow, but there's a lot of empty space. I could see a run all the way up to here, and that would be 1027. Now look at what it's doing right now, dude. That's twerking right there. Who's toasting needed to? That's crazy. You made me some money, man. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I love to see. I'm smelling money. I'm smelling money. Do you guys see the money, dude? Ooh, salivating. I'm kind of getting, dude. My arms are about to turn into fucking helicopters over here. I'm getting jazzed up over here. 720. I'll take that early. Oh, what do we think? So here's the thing. Two scenarios. We shoot up really fast, and if we blow that resistance out of the water, 50%, 810. So we'll look at contracts tomorrow around that price, but ultimately 850. And I think we could probably take contracts. So you guys ask me a lot of the times, how do I choose my contracts? If we have to move through something like that, I add a week. Like each box could give a week, essentially. I would say maybe November. Yeah. I mean, it moves though. Look how it fills its empty space. You know, it does it. It's a little erratic. Jesus, that's literally hairy. That's a hairy ass chart. Oh, wait, hold the phone. Nobody. So this is why we do top-down analysis. Oh, I'm smelling some money tonight. Oh yeah, we're taking that one. Don't talk to me. Coco, stop licking my ankles, dude. That's my dog. Just kidding. Not about it being a dog. 943, 1045. I put peanut butter on my ankles. I don't know what her problem is. I was looking at this early. I am Potter now. All right. How do I ban people? I'm just kidding. Potter, find me the next 735% trade. I typically buy 0.5 to 25%, and these gurus pay hundreds of dollars and brag about 20%. I love hard-boiled eggs. Okay. I almost made $8,000 today. Oh, my God. All right. Aik. I'm going to make enough today to buy a... Whoa, hold on. Chill out. Hey, yo. I almost read that whole thing. Gonna get me banned. Look at Tiger. Stop telling me to fucking look at Tiger. It's gonna die. Empty space down to 588. You made a mistake. Your dad steak frites today, which is just steak and french fries. Oh my God, I still want some right now. You did fill your gap, but yeah, I say you're probably gonna see 580. Finish Airy? What do you mean finish it? It's so good. I want to take it above 718 through the empty space or outside of 740.50 up to the 660 or 860 area, and then look for a punch over $9 up to 1030. That's what I want. That's what I want. MSTR. So good. MSTR. So this one came back down pretty violently. 24-hour time frame right here. And again, so anytime we see the top of a box and you close inside of it, that shows you that sellers are in control. However, they did give you a bounce off of cost basis at 189.50, which is, you know, if you're going to reverse, that's going to be your saving grace. You have a floor up above you on MSTR at 202. If you were going up, that's going to have to be where that closes or recovers. Moving down to the lower time frame, that floor just turns into a box with a cost basis of 205.25, and that would allow you to punch back up. And then at that point, I'd be looking for that candle open price of 220.25. Is this trading stonks? Nah, we be doing the options, baby. How do I feel about Pendle Finance? I have no idea what you're talking about, buddy. Are you asking, is that a stock? PayPal? Give me fucking PTSD, dude. Won't you me, my door, Waikiki. See, I don't understand, dude. This is Brazilian music, but I heard Waikiki, and I thought that was Hawaii. The world's a bunch of fucking lies. All right, I'm on the hourly over here. 24-hour. Oh, my God. Yo, hold on. Remove the phone. All right, so here's an intraday trade for you. Easy to identify. This thing pops out, twerks out. Look at it. Oh! Oh my God, dude. My toes almost cramped up on that one, dude. That was a toe cramping setup right there. I don't even like PayPal, which is exactly why the fuck. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. Underneath 78.50, we're looking for a leg down to the 76.80 floor and a candle close underneath that, where I'd be looking at a nasty short underneath or two, the gap fill of 73.47, highlighting the empty space. Look back at it and move down to 73.40. But big but, right? We are sitting at cost basis. So again, with my theory in mind, if you break the 50% mark of any box with the Potter box, you will see a new low. That has not been done. So tomorrow, you better flip it, Missy Elliott. Flip it and reverse it. Right here. Right? There's a gap fill up there. There's something intriguing that could give you that reversal to the downside, or that reversal to the upside. So here's why we do top-down analysis. How do we figure out how to get into this trade? Or how do we know when this trade is going to go up? Is there something that will tell? Yes. Shh. Floor right here. Okay, here's my box. Again, it's a fractal system. 80.35. Also, not to mention, you're sitting on this box. Do you see this? The market is mechanical. 73.40. So we're sitting right here on top of that box. Empty space up above us. Go back up, retest or reclaim 80.35, punch through cost basis, and go fill that gap. That gap is also included in an hourly box. Cost basis is the gap fill. That's not even a mic drop, dude. That's a throw the mic at the floor. So at the moment, I'm on standby. But if triggers underneath 78.60, and I'm going to go ahead and set a alert at 78.83, then I call down. But I'm unbiased until one of these triggers fire. Be the floor, dream the floor, sleep the floor, clean the floor, then eat off the floor. All right. Question: Upstart updated their calls from 60 to 84 this week. Does this suggest further upside? I have been able to consistently produce gains that look like this. Sorry to repeat myself, but 500%. Again, this is a regular thing inside of my Discord. By never never looking at the news. I don't pay attention to the news. I have a tinfoil hat on right now. There's red string all over my walls. The market is mechanical. These rich people aren't playing games with fucking NSB or MBSE fucking, you know, Reuters head. Oh, fuck, we died. BlackRock took me out. Oh, we're back. Jesus Christ. Damn. This is Israeli space lasers, dude. Potter, am I okay? Yeah, I'm doing great, dude. Life has been honestly confusingly nice. My trading and confidence has increased immensely since removing all indicators using the PBS. Thought Fleece Johnson got you for a minute? Nah, dude, drone strikes. Hold on, let me tell the chat I'm back. What the fuck? What the hell? How fast did I set alert? How did you set that place that alert? You went so fast. I take a line, I drop it at, you know, like cost basis, and I just right click and add alert. Or you can hit Alt A, literally Alt A. So click on the line, Alt A. Oops. I'm sorry, I'll tone it down. I saw that. Missed mine up. Yeah, sorry, I got drone strike. If you guys are on here, please tap the shit out of your screen. There's a guy on here trying to sell his AI trading bot. I'm gonna ban you as soon as I see your ass. You're gonna get banned. Upstart. Yeah, somebody in the Discord caught Upstart. Now this one is ripping into empty space, and it's doing so outside of that $46 area. I am not streaming on Discord. So with that being said, right, we're gonna look to our left. We're gonna go to the 24-hour time frame, and what did we hit? Right. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna drop a line at the wick. And that way I can kind of factor in where we hit, right? So right there. Now that doesn't seem like a huge mark, but obviously when you rip hard and you leave empty space, your goal is to hold on to whatever level that you establish as your floor. Otherwise, this puts you in danger. So looking at the breakout level here and the floor there, there's still a possibility that we went down to 49.75. I have a soap company. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I love soap. So crooked. A little OCD over there. Why do I prefer the QQQ over SPY? Past trauma. Price action wise, I don't know why, but I think it's because QQQ is a little bit more focused on tech, so it moves more fluidly. When you have SPY, which is weighted by so many different things, that you're gonna have a little bit of alternative pool from other places. So it makes it a little bit tougher for me to trade. Although empty space is empty space, and I've had my great trades on it, I've kind of put that behind me. But it is a preference. So, Dollar General. This one I already have marked out. This one hit or rather, it didn't hit a floor. It did hit some lower time frame levels. Like if you look over here, and really maybe this is just best done on the 4 hour. But it's right here. And you barely grazed it. And what you did also do is you let that empty space that you have above you, you filled it up. Most of it, right? That empty space technically ends at $82. So if we're looking for, and here's where this setup gets positive, right? I could chart for this from the top, like right here, or from the bottom, like right here. But I'm going to go off the top because I like to see if it lines up. And it does. So now we have a pretty nice higher time frame channel that could potentially lead us into breaking outside of a lower time frame downtrend. In order for that to happen, that floor of $82 has to be recovered. And I have a couple of triggers for you. I have a trigger at 82.50 psychological number, followed by a box directly up above at 83.85. Right? Now, actually, I'm going to go, I made a mistake. I'm a human. This is all one box. Cost basis 83.30, empty space up to, right? There's empty space right here, up to that very straightforward 87.85. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, all I ask tonight is if you guys can just tap your screen. Request for full screen if possible. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the best I got. SE 24 hour. Okay, what do we see, folks? Let's go to the weekly first. Thank you guys. Hell yeah. Damn, you guys are going crazy. Yeah, I can see, let's see, top viewer. I can see top viewers. Right now, Marky Mark is a top viewer. Daniel, Jorge, which he never says shit. He just creeps. You creeping, dude. All right, so SE. God damn. You have a 50% mark in this empty space right here. I didn't even look at this. You hit that today at or this week at $100.75. 24-hour time frame. God damn it, dude. I love this system. Punch down. That is under that is a potential threat here. 95.50. If we lose that 24-hour time frame, I suspect we will see a run down to $89. That is the floor and the breakout level that we have over here to our left. And that would be my thoughts at the moment. I'm tapping so much I think I have Parkinson's. Okay. That's pretty awesome. No, I do appreciate you guys. And if you guys, all of you guys who are in here, if you guys can drop a comment on the TikTok video that I just dropped, on basically what we were able to do today. It's on my page right here. It's actually doing really well, so I haven't boosted it or anything like that. So if you guys could just watch it all the way through, drop a comment, whatever it may be, respond to somebody else's comment, leave a like. I would very much appreciate that. Thank you. By the way, that is my only page. I will never DM you about investments or anything like that. So, all right. I saw Uber going to the downside today, but didn't get in. Saw it was too hesitant. Oh man. AVGO. Okay, pretty flat rejection off of the top. Unfortunately, falling back underneath, and you can see its hesitancy to do so. So look, you pull yourself up, you hold yourself up, and today finally you do fall. There's a lot of stocks right now that are kind of flashing some potential downside signals. So let's go ahead and zoom in, and we'll get rid of everything just so that we have a clean drawing board. Okay, so we had a box right here, and this is currently what you're dealing with. You already punched through it, and you ended up hit. God damn, guys, the market is mechanical. See the top of the box over here, or the top of this structure over here to our left? We tapped off of that and held, and rather are holding our cost basis. So it is still very much possible that you move back up, look at the channel, and fill that empty space to 180.45. But that wouldn't be done until this previous resistance turn support is recovered at 177.50. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers like that. Thank you guys for sharing the live. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate everybody in here. Starting to rebuild the platform a little bit. Try not to say bad words. IWM. What did I say today? I got some weird ass elevator music on right now. So god damn. Here's the long and short. No confusion, straightforward. Candle open outside of 224. Okay? 224.24. Now, that follows by also the 226.50, which we did not touch today. So let's move to the 4 hour. Now we're starting to see a little bit more detail, but not enough. Move down again, right? And now we see even greater detail. I'm going to move down one more time. I need clarity. I'm looking for that. Box. Do you see yourself holding so no candle closes under that 223? Hold on one second. I just got an idea. I'm going to write that down. Right? So the candles are not closing in that 223 and you're leaving empty space up above you. I would go ahead and map that out as your new arena, right? You're probably going to be trading in here if sellers don't push this any further. Now looking to my left, at the end of the day, we built this box, right? And we currently are outside of it. So I would say first target 224, second target 225. Very good. Damn, y'all. Thank you for sharing the live. Follow. Thank you for the follow. Spwitterman. Yo, long time no see. I'm down shop. I'm down on shop. Oh, man. AP. Dude. Oh, you should. I don't know how long it's been, man, but things are going crazy in here, dude. Fucking for the last year, bro, since the beginning of the year, just nonstop. And just in case you guys, I mean, look at the percentages. 5 to 1,000% trades on almost all of our trades. You just keep scrolling, and it's still there. Still high, crazy percentages. I don't even see 668%, 120%, 265, 392% actually. This dude's got 900%, 610%, 442%. Freaking ridiculous, dude. Look at that. God damn, dude. Anyway, it's been going really well. It's been going really well. All right. Listen, man, and I'm not even trying to listen. I don't even. I'm not trying to get your money out of you, dude. I just want you to catch a W. If you go to my YouTube channel, you know I've gotten rid of everything. It's all back down to kind of what I was trying to put together. Now I finally put it all together. Not finally, but you know I put it all together in a way that makes sense for other people. And so you've got all of this shit. You know, I mean the group's still here. I have a workshop that has all of that information in it. Thanks for the rose, bro. But yeah, man, I'm not even a paid member. Potter System has changed everything for my trading. Yeah, he's in here, dude. You're in this. This is the free Discord, and it's really cool, man. I come in here, and it's still the same. Look, I don't even talk. They don't watch me trade live. They don't have access. 293%, 530% on the whole trade. 440%, 1,000%. I don't know if you can see that. 1,000%, right? This guy made 71K on the outside of the Discord. 1,000%. 2,600 fucking percent. Guys, I think BlackRock's gonna take me out. It's unbelievable. It really is. I still look at this. Since finding the Potter box, interested to see what chart looks like when I reach the full month 3 using. So look, since he got the Potter box workshop, look at it, right there, dude. That's fucking amazing. Look at this. Hold on, you're not gonna believe this shit. Look at that return, dude. 19,123 fucking percent. One contract, and I'm pretty sure he bought it for like, what was that? I don't know if it says how much he bought it for. I'm sure you could do the math. I'm pretty sure it was $17. Not exactly sure, but pretty crazy, man. We're going crazy. We're going fucking crazy, and it doesn't stop. You know, with the games page in our Discord, you can go back. It's almost hard to go back that far. You have to like really scroll. Let's go. Yeah, we're back at beginning of last week. Look, starting to consistently hit 100% trade, aiming for the 1,000% trades. Look at it, 1,000%, 1,675%, 1,000%. 90 grand, 918%. Look at this shit. 134 grand. This was 6,487%. Now, before you join in my Discord, because I just showed you a whole bunch of gains and triggered part of your brain that seeks the reward, don't think I'm doing signals. I am teaching you, get the Potter Box Workshop if you're going to get anything. But if not, go to my YouTube channel and slow down. Gain a solid comprehension of my strategy. Leave all of everything you've learned behind. Is going to be valuable later on, I'm sure, or might have its place. But leave everything behind and start fresh with me, and just give me that fresh, clean slate and see what happens. If it doesn't work, go back to what you were doing. But you can go to my website at simplestacksinvestments.com. My list is kind of short right now. I have CLSK and Arry, ARRY. Buy my soap, Pata. What kind of soap you got, bro? Let me see. I don't see any link for soap. I just see a cat video with a cat video, dude. This cat's got a lamp on his head. Send me your soap, bro. I'll buy some soap if it's good. If you got some boo-boo in there, dude, I ain't buying it. All right, what do we got? Riot. I love the questions tonight, guys. Also, it is really cool, man. I'm in a kind of can't believe I'm here type, you know, a little starstruck by the whole situation. It's just really cool, man, to be able to see people take my strategy and build something. And I've gotten messages that have legitimately made me cry. Like no cap. It's been like, damn. All right, so Riot floor marked by the multiple candle touches. That is at $9.05. So we are sitting at that floor right here, right? Fighting for it. What's underneath us? So we typically want to, whenever we're moving into any play, we want to figure out what's underneath us and what's above us. We have a clear floor under us at 850 and a clear floor to gain at 905. 24 hour. Let's see what it says. It agrees. It says the same thing. 902, 905, same difference. Empty space in the box up to 1030 and 1092. So the highlight of this trade would be here if we can reclaim here by a candle open, preferably. Now, with that being said, again, we look to our left. How did we even get where we are? A punchback, 50% broken, up at the wall. And so if you're looking at any cryptocurrency trade, this could be a pretty good trade up to that 1070, 1080. Astro, just because you're asking me for TSLL doesn't mean you're still not asking me for Tesla. Why don't you just ask for Tesla? Stop hiding behind TSLL. That's what I see. You know damn well that's what I see. And things are not going well for young Elon. Yeah, I am recording this, actually. This is being recorded. You guys will be able to hear the cuss words that I said while... In fact, here, just so I... What time is it? 11 o'clock? Oh, I'm going to be late tomorrow. I can feel it. No, oh, we don't have that following yet. All right, it's ready to go whenever I stop. All right, so when I look at TSL, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm about to short this thing. I'm about to short it. And I'm going to do it all the way down yonder to $5. The only contradiction here is this, where you're near a potential support. And this is what creates the triangle, right? This is where that pattern is formed by sellers downtrend and buyers uptrend. AMD, if I just, yeah, AMD. So this one is, I mean, as far as flashing red signals, it's close. Now you left empty space up above you. You have a floor to go and recover. You need to see a candle close above 158.75 on the 24-hour chart, period, right? And you're bouncing off of the structure here on that 4-hour. So you want to see, hold on 1 second. Songs like this make me distracted. I can't think. I can't think. Okay. So we're sitting right here with empty space up above us. So marks, right? Recover this floor and you can take it to that mark of 163. Otherwise, you have cost basis here at 155 and I'll be looking at that to potentially give you a bounce. So, all right, looking juicy. I got some WBA already. Don't know if you went over it already. I am still in that. I still like WBA. I needed to hold the $10 floor. NVIDIA is on the cusp, 24-hour time frame. So let's go ahead and we could, again, if you should be able to erase your analysis and just put it right back, right? So right here, this is the floor that we broke, and this is a punchback, right? We destroyed NVIDIA. Back here, from here to here, and then from here to there. And then I took it here all the way. Oh my God, that was a sick ass trade. That was another huge trade. I took it with that 24-hour punchback from here all the way to here. Took about 4 or 5 days, but it was a good trade. Well over 600%. But then the last day the contracts expired that day. So all right, so NVIDIA under 130 candle close. That is the level in question. Now you move to the 4-hour, you can see that is exactly what we're sitting on. What are you testing, right? Look above you, look at the wick. Do you see the wick right there? That's your attempt to go and recover the floor, 132.30. If that is recovered, so today's bounce, right, that 132.30 level, that's where we can start moving through. Okay, little shit. Empty space, right? Move down to the hourly. Do you see the box? Right here. Outside, 132.35. You can potentially take this up, and I would have a first target right here at 135. Second target would be the floor at 136. Otherwise, you might be cooked. I will place a third secondary target of 134. Iron. The market is pulling back. Don't be bullish right now. So what you're telling me is that one move from the market changed your whole sentiment? Listen, I will never let any other human for the rest of my life ever tell me what I shouldn't think about the market without having some sort of proof. And just because we have a big red candle doesn't mean that I'm going short. I have clear signal on the cues. The cues right here. Listen, this isn't a question. This is just what I will do. And I've already discussed this before the damn thing even appeared. Right here. See this? That's my signal. Punch down. Hold on one second. My cat's getting into fucking food. I got you, little shit. Oh. Shut up, Peyton. I thought you were the cat. I swear to God, I thought you were Pearl, dude. I was about to eat you. That's hilarious, dude. Peyton just standing there scared, dude. I just ran in there. And she thought I was gonna take her out. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's just eating cookies in the corner. Hell nah. I had to get your ass anyway. All right. Hell nah. Peyton, will you bring me another brewski? I probably shouldn't. What's the minimum amount of money I need to start trading? Okay, I understand that question. But the question really is, here's what I would say. You need to have a solid strategy that you understand and you feel good about. Right? Do you see how fast this chat is going? If you're brand new, you're honestly in a great place. Because if you've yet to learn anything, I mean, the Potterbox Workshop is where I would start. But if you're in that place, I would start studying the strategy. $100. Oh, you haven't even opened a custodial account? Paper trade, brother. If you're under 18, be relaxed. Trust the process. Do not rush it. That's a hard with young cats, man. Anybody? I'm 32. But if typically younger cats go really hard, they're motivated, and I love it. But at the end of the day, you got to kind of tone it back, learn it, like go hard at learning it, but still you want to enjoy that and go through that journey patiently, making sure that you understand those concepts. Once you get this Potter box down, dude, this is the type of shit, you know, that you have in store. Look at these percentages, dude. Ridiculous. I mean, and this is going back. This is back in September. You know, again, I could do it again. I could go even further up. More huge percentages. Look at this, 963%. Johnny over here crying. Big trades, 170%, 2,000%, 1,000%. Starbucks, 100%, 740%. This is redonkulous. Paper trading is basically simulated trading, my brother. What's the Discord? If you're looking for the Discord, it's through simplestacksinvestments.com. But before you go buying anything, I do not want you to join my Discord if you are looking for somebody to tell you when to buy and sell. If you feel like you are competent enough to absorb a strategy, this is not that complicated. It just takes time, which means you need to have delayed gratification. But if you can do that, then I would go to my YouTube channel and go through some of my content there. But alternatively, you can also get the Potterbox Workshop. Good night. Shut up. I thought you were Pearl on the counter, okay? My soap company doesn't have a TikTok yet. This is what I think when I buy the... So here's what I would also say. Don't come to any conclusions quite yet. Just start absorbing what the market, just start watching. Watch me trade, you know, hit me up, you know, and I'll see if I can't, you know, hook you up for, you know, a week or two so you can kind of see what we're doing. But yeah, you can get a custodial account, paper trade on it, and just learn the mechanics. At some point, I think you can start this with $100. That $100 will put you under pressure immediately to basically delay that gratification, be patient, and look for a perfect setup, because you could turn $100. I've turned I've turned $80 into 10 grand, and it's not some fluke. It's like, it's the same setups, and it's kind of cool, guys, because I can go over here. This is some of the recorded punchbacks. This is going back. I mean, this is Tupperware punchback, empty space. Look at Snow, empty space, Nike, MU. Right? It's the same thing. You see these big, huge 24-hour moves. Can I give my Unity software? What are some stocks to watch? Here's what I would. Let me give you some better advice, rather than just telling you like a watch list to stick to, so then you think that you only have to stick to that watch list. Go to the stock heat map by TradingView. And you'll see the sectors. They're separated by boxes. The bigger the box, the bigger the market cap. The bigger the market cap, more than likely the more volatility and the better movement it will have. This is not always true, but that is a good place to start. And again, I would just start charting, because do I backtest? There's no need for me to backtest anymore, guys. If you're looking for the workshop, it is on Simple Stacks. It's actually, yeah, it's off right now, but it's already discounted. Simplestacksinvestments.com. Simplestacksinvestments.com. Anyway, if you're looking at Irene, you're looking for a candle open above 910. You have a box over here to your left, like so. So you need a candle recovery on 950 with cost basis being at 985. Now, I don't see empty space over here, so there would have to be some other variable that would influence how I perceive this chart, like a channel. But I don't feel confident enough to place one anywhere based on what I have in front of me. So at the moment, you are quite simply in a weekly box. And until you open outside of it, the weekly offers empty space and a retest of 1150. And that's really it. I put $1 into $3 stocks in Cash App. I mean, you're never really going to get anything out of that, you know, but I mean, it's probably good. You know, it might be good practice or good, you know, just get your feet wet. But that's not something you're going to want to continue. All right, what do we have next? And by the way, Astro, I do not skip comments. It's just there's a lot of comments. It's a lot of comments, dude. W, did I do something good, or you just want to look at Wayfair? Oh, great heavens. Okay, we're gonna delete everything, and we're gonna go to the weekly box. So as of right now, you have successfully grabbed onto your floor. At the same time, right, you've been unable to kind of like really move through it. You're more, and this is the metaphor that I use, you're like a rock climber grabbing onto that ledge. So here's how I see this playing out in my mind. And I feel like this is deja vu of what I said on MU. But peep game, because I really think this is likely to play out. You do have empty space underneath you, but you're building a box, and that is a financial erection, dude. I love a box like that. I love it right there. Look at that 5162 floor. But let's not forget that this is also the floor that you reclaimed. So in my mind, if this works out perfect, right, this pulls back, hits that floor, right? It can dip a little further, but as long as it pulls itself back on that floor, we can use this box. And again, the theory says that if you punch through 50% of any area of consolidation on the 24-hour chart or any chart, right, any time frame, that you will go and make a new high, and that's where you could target $60. That being said, I think this will also play into the potential channel, right, that is here. And that's why I say you could dip a little further, right? Maybe go hit that $47 mark. But it doesn't look bad. And it does have empty space here up to here. Oh, BlackRock tried to get me again. Love it. All right. Apple broke out today. Guys, I'm trying to get everybody stock. Apple broke out today, but did close. So you had two things you had to do. One, you had to close outside of 235.66. You didn't, in order to make new highs. In order to hold your highs, you had to hold above 233.25. You did that. Move down. 4 hour, right? Now, take a look at how you hold yourself up above that. You're building a box. Look at the 2 hour, the bounce. So what do I expect? A box to be built. That's what I expect. I started paper trading on Webull. Very good. Would you give your opinion on Unity software? Yep. 24-hour time frame, Unity software. Okay, so now you have so you rejected cost basis. You have a cost basis underneath you. It's not a short trade yet, but I can tell you this: it does have what I look for in a trade. It has that empty space here, down to here, and so if you were to punch down, and with today's price action on a rejection of cost basis, this could be a secondary high with a box or a Potter box to punch through. So under 21.35, I'm looking for a leg down to $20 flat, and then access to that empty space underneath to 18. And does that supersede the channel? Yes. Do I expect a channel like that to break or even extend itself? Absolutely. This could be the top half of that channel, and we don't see it yet. Just joined supply and demand trader? Absolutely not. I have my own system that I've created called the Potter Box Strategy. It's been able to help me consistently hit percentage trades that look, and I'm just using this as example, like this and like that. And that, right? but it's not through supply and demand. A lot of supply and demand traders try to come on here and be like, this is supply. It is so not supply and demand. Supply and demand doesn't give you the answers. The chart gives you the answers. I'm the only one who uses my strategy this way, as far as I know. I've met people who scrape the edge, but they don't have it worded or set up this way. Personally, with BABA closing underneath 105, which is the first identifiable floor, we're not looking good. On the 24-hour, I'd be looking at the candle open here at $100.50. That's honestly the best bet you have, but this is all empty space. And unfortunately, with you falling where you did today, you're also underneath some pretty heavy sell levels. Look at where you opened today. And so with that being said, I'm awaiting a recovery of 105 because at that point I have pretty clear 111.25 to take over. PLTR. PLTR, empty space underneath you. Definitely could see a continuation to the downside. You did get a nice little bounce here today, but you didn't. So anytime you bounce, remember this. God, I love this system. How am I here, dude? How am I here? How did I? We fucking made it, y'all, dude. Look at this. Beautiful box. Right? What do we have underneath us? Another very small, but not ignorable box. That 4160 area broken down, and you will, again, the market is mechanical, I don't doubt my system, $40.14. So looking at this as of right now, you're awaiting a leg down under 4150 for that empty space to $40. At the same time, if you are able to hold, which we don't know yet, we're waiting for the trigger, you could see a reversal up and over. And that is, again, my strategy says that if you're able to identify a area of consolidation, and if you close over the 50% mark on whatever respectable time frame that was identified on, you will make a new high outside. Thank you, Coors. Yo, speaking of people who are independent traders, who don't pay me nothing, who just fucking drop in to let me know they're making more money, that's Coors right there, dude. I'm not going to show some of his messages right now, but man, that Coors, you've made me cry, dude. Those messages you sent me, dude, I sat in the backyard, bro, and I had some liquid leak out of me, specifically my eyes. Just so we're being specific here. We got to be careful what we think and say. All right. Anyway, yeah, maybe we should just get off now. We're shooting liquid out of our eyes. All right, fluids. But not only, no, Joe. Reel it in, Joe. Reel it in. CCL with the big green dingus out into empty space. Now the weekly has not closed, but technically you are moving through cost basis. You're looking at a 2350 target directly up above you. To our left, I gotta separate. Ooh, hold on. So how does the weekly, how do we know something's going to break out of that weekly box before it does? Here's my second trigger. 2170, 2275. All right, that might be time. It might be time, guys. I'm about to hit my last chart here. Again, just repeat, Simple Stacks Investments, get the Potterbox Workshop. I am about to discontinue that motherfucker because I've been working my ass off on something new, but it comes with 4 months, so you guys can check it out there at Simple Stacks Investments. If you don't want to, go to my YouTube channel, Potter Stocks Trading. You will find a lot of information there. What happened to my old account? Same thing that happens to every account, dude. Can't keep my mouth shut. Can't keep my mouth shut because, I don't know. I don't know, you make a lot of money, dude, and then you just look at all these people trying to teach people these scalping strategies to make $90 in a day, and it's like, come on, bro. Make your money work, dude. Make your money work. All right, we're going to go do a couple more stonks here. I'm going to try to go with ones maybe I haven't seen. I have charted that one. I don't know what. Hold on, let me a second before I delete that. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. All right, we'll get rid of that, actually. All right. First things first. I'm going to go with what I see. Nope. So I see lower highs. Oh, delicious. Then from the bottom, channel. Oh, delicious. Box. Nutritious. You are, goddamn, right there. Look at that. Floor, here, box. Open at cost basis, flush down, or under cost basis. You are currently sitting at the ceiling of the box that you previously broken out at, while also having closed under the point in which buyers control the price at $16.50. So if candle closes underneath $15.22, we're looking down. You're charting a 500 million cap company? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. So anyway, I would be looking at a confluential target of 1282 underneath you if you lose that floor, but you are technically in between signals, right? If we're above these 4 candle closes here, that's a long one, right? And that's on a 24-hour candle open. As of right now, you just need to recover the floor of 1655. Why so late? Don't you got to be up early tomorrow? The only thing I get up early for is to take profit. Y'all, I don't do... My life over the last 2 years has gotten increasingly less and less demanding. Half the time, I'm selling most of these dorks at the bell my contracts. I'm selling you. I'm buying contracts for $5, $10, $15, and I'm selling them for $200, $300, $400. It's absolutely ridiculous. And those are the contracts that most people are buying, unfortunately. And most people are getting faded. So, have a green day. Peace. Why, Miss Kimchi? Why? How many do you usually buy? I mean, if it's a $5, $6 contract, you know, like 100, 150, maybe 200. I'm actually about to log out though. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, I don't know. There's just, the market doesn't have to be this complicated, dude. I'm never gonna fall victim to that scalping shit. You know, to that, like, oh, you know, wake up, do a quick scalp, you know, make 20 grand. Come on, man. Come on, man. Schwinn is sitting on cost basis underneath or open under 271. I could see a leg down there, but this is definitely a stock that has empty space, but that empty space is inaccessible until you recover a floor of 365. Yeah, this is, do I have a free trial? No. Not at the moment. I do not. I would like to remind anybody who is watching, I am offering you the opportunity to use my strategy to do this on your own. To be able, if you're a human with a brain, 2 hands, even if you don't have hands, I've literally, and not even a joke, have had a paraplegic use this strategy. I don't know how, don't ask me, but he did. So if you have a brain, you can use this. And with my YouTube, you can start to put it into practice. With the education that I provide outside of my Discord, you can start to put this into practice. The concept is simple. If you're starting out brand new, go to the Potterbox Workshop. And that's, I don't want you as a monthly subscriber. I don't want your money that way. That doesn't do you any good. That doesn't do me any good, right? It's just wasting your time and your money. So get something that is going you can keep forever, has 3 classes all in one. Look, class 1, class 2, look at all these recordings. Class 3, which actually this is the first class I did, the second class I did. It's in reverse, but I want people to go that way. And so you get, and this was held live, so you get all of these questions. So you're a swing trader. Well, I mean, I don't like to, I know this is, you know, goofy as fuck to say, but like, I don't really define myself. I trade good setups, and sometimes those setups require me to hold overnight. I'm redefining everything, dude. I don't care about nobody's rules anymore. Everything is up to me now. I get to make the rules. I get to set the definitions. My strategy is outside of what most people do. So you know, I would even define myself as a swing trader. I am just trading good setups. Today on the cues, I saw 3 rejections at the top, empty space underneath us, and a gap to fill at cost basis. How do you determine how long you hold your contracts? I hold my contracts to their target. SimpleStacksInvestments.com is where you can find that. But all right, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. And again, if you're not serious about this, please don't sign up. Don't join my Discord. Save yourself the time and the energy. I do trade live. Everybody watches, you know, like we all do the same thing. Everybody's using the same strategy. But what you guys are seeing here is not a 1 or 2 time thing. We produce these type of percentage trades consistently all the way through. You will not fucking see this anywhere else. So, Discord name is Potter Stocks. Just Potter Stocks, that's it. But if you go to the website, you can sign up there. There is a waiting room Discord that is free. There's not much that goes on there other than people chatting. But anyway, I am going to post this video on YouTube. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you guys are watching right now, I have one thing I would ask you for tonight, whatever, in exchange or even without that. If you would just go comment, like a couple of the videos, especially the one that I just posted, and watch it all the way through, that would mean the world to me. I really do appreciate that. Other than that, I'm out. You guys have a good night. I'm going to sleep tight with these swing trades, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, night. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, dude. What? Why did you let somebody convince you that you couldn't do this consistently? Why did certain people in the American dream tell you not to swing trade when statistically that's when the most money is made in the stock market?
And why are we hitting these type of trades, these type of percentages consistently? Because we don't let other people make rules for us without knowing them to be true. We don't use indicators. We don't use volume. We don't follow the news. We don't use any indicators. We don't use any volume. We know that statistically, the majority of the movement is overnight in the stock market, so we primarily take our trades at the end of the day, and we live a far more stress-free life than the majority of you day traders. And all for what? So you can make $300 or $400 in 2 days and then blow it all at one bad scalp. Most of you are plopping down a ridiculous amount of risk for just a little bit of a reward. I would just start a lemonade stand. I'm ready. I guess I was mentally charting in the chicken.
All right, bye YouTube. I forgot you were on.